I didn't grow up reading music or knowing music theory, so for me, music is primarily oral, and I tend to relate to jazz language and music in general, really just from mostly an oral place. So for me, I've sort of had to work hard to also be thinking in terms of theory while I'm playing. I tend to just get lines in my head and I just want to kind of try and play them. So the goal for me when I'm playing my best, I just kind of am able to, I've internalized enough jazz language that I can hear a piece of language and play it the same way I can put together a sentence with all the words that I've learned. So I have to go through a long process of thinking in terms of theory so that I know, okay, I have to play the third of this chord here. I have to, arpeggiate this chord here up to the 9, or, knowing what's going on is really important in my practicing. But if I am playing a tune that I know really well and I am playing my best, it tends to be sort of a flow of language rather than thinking in terms of chord scale relationships. Learning repertoire has been a big part of my practice session. I usually divide my practice session into 4 portions, 4 kind of equally timed portions, and repertoire is always one of those 4. So either learning new tunes or reviewing tunes that I have learned in the past. And for me, it's just so much fun. The music, the library of recordings that we have to look back at over the past 100 years. That's the most fun part for me, is learning the tunes, going back and saying, oh, how does this recording relate to this recording? How are they the same? How are they different? And then getting to go out and play and call tunes. And it's a really nice feeling when you go out and you know all the tunes that are being called. That's kind of without the tunes, it's hard to go out and play. So it's my favorite part, honestly, of practicing. I learned really early on to learn tunes by ear, just because it would help my ear develop, even though it was really hard for me at first, and I think it's challenging for a lot of people at first. So my process was to try to learn a tune by ear as best as I could, write it out. Maybe there were some gaps, and then bring it to somebody who might know, a teacher or just somebody who knows a lot of tunes, and ask them, or then check a lead sheet that you trust to see how accurate I was. And over time, my ear just improved and improved and improved. And that's, for me, I think, a really important part of the process. If you only learned tunes from written music, your ear wouldn't develop in that way.